people in the Warriors organization expect Kevin Durant to come back perhaps in Game 3, more likely in Game 4. Now, they haven't really gone on wax and said, sort of like, given us a timeline at this point yet. What does this information change in this series for you?
It changes that Game 2 or 3 is when they're really going to need him. Because I believe if the Warriors get down 0-2 or they get a split in Toronto and then the Raptors go to Golden State and go up 2-1, it may be a little too late for KD to come back and have the impact that he had before he got injured. Look at Boogie Cousins. This guy was starting in the All-Star game last year. A terrific NBA player. He came back from injury during the NBA Finals. Did a good pass for a layup during the game, and we know he can score on the block. But it's gonna take him time to get back into the flow. Same with KD. All of these conversations we had about the analytics of the ball movement and how it's going side to side and how the Golden State Warriors are getting more passes and cuts without KD in the lineup. That's gonna be an adjustment to put him back in. And this is why I picked the Raptors to win this series. I'm not a fool. I understand the greatness of the Golden State Warriors. I've seen the Splash Brothers. I covered them up close and watched them win 3 of the last 4 championships with Draymond Green. But anytime 3 of your top 6 players are dealing with injury, they just don't have the depth that they used to have. So now KD coming back into the lineup, yes, he's one of the best players in the league, but then it's gonna be an adjustment from playing at all phases. The elbow, the block, his ability to get buckets one-on-one, that's gonna change how they play. And also, is he gonna be 100%? Is he gonna practice before he plays? So there's a lot that goes into it.
Well, you mentioned 3 of the top 6 players. We're talking about Boogie Cousins, Kevin Durant, and the third player I imagine is Andre Iguodala. Iguodala, late in the game yesterday, came up real lame. Your kid didn't really twist his ankle or anything. It just seemed like he wasn't right. That left leg had been bothering him previously, and it seems like he re-injured it late last night. At the time that we're on the air, we don't have any new information on Iguodala's status, but how important is his health to the rest of this series?
Oh, it's extremely important. We saw that he could be a Finals MVP. We know that he could be a lockdown defender. And one of his main charges is going to be to help slow down, double team, and/or corral Kawhi Leonard, who's also one of the best players in the game, who's been dominant throughout the playoffs. But I have to say this, and I mentioned it on First Take, that nobody's talking about. Kawhi Leonard is playing hurt.
Oh.
He didn't have the explosiveness, Jacoby, that I normally see from him. His first step wasn't as fast. When he got to the bucket, instead of dunking on people, he was double pumping. It seemed to take him a while to get himself going, to the point where he got frustrated with his health. And I watched him off the ball. There were a couple of plays where he was literally holding his shorts and not even moving. And I believe that the team knew that he was gonna be a version of himself, not the best one, and everybody lifted. They like, oh, y'all gonna double him? Y'all gonna triple him? Okay, here you go, Marc Gasol. Here you go, Pascal. Okay, Fred VanVleet. Danny Green was able to get in double figures. So it was a total team effort playing around their hobble superstar.
Yeah, the health of these players is going to factor so much in ultimately who ends up winning this series. But while we're talking about Iguodala, something needs to be mentioned that's extremely important. And since we're serious journalists, we have to cover it. What is that sweater? The poncho orange sweater with the khakis? Jalen, what is this look? Am I washed or is this what is this? Is this what's happening in fashion now?
I don't think that you're washed because I was about to do NBA Countdown and I tried to make sure I find out the latest and greatest because there's always breaking news. And then I saw Andre Iguodala trending. I'm like, wait a minute, it may be something about his calf. Maybe he's gonna be deactivated for the night. And then I seen the orange poncho too. I just wanted to see him put his hands in it like this. That's the only thing I wanted to see, if he could be able to do that. That'll look really funny.
Well, I can't wait to see if Andre plays in Game 2 and, more importantly, what Andre wears to Game 2.